All right, your time is up, little Lily. Dum, 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 dum. So you had three choices. Did you pick one that your parents recommended you to do, or did you come up with your own idea?
I think I prefer working on a farm with some animals and learn how to cook, how to grow food, or work with suitable creators. I love animal, especially when taking care of them. Growing food is a suitable choice for me that I can learn biology when farming. In conclusion, it brings me various useful experiences about patience and something like biology and learning skills too.
How's little Lily today?
I'm pretty great.
You're great. You finished all your exams, I'm guessing.
Yes, I'm relaxing now.
Now you get to relax, but you still have another week or two of school, and then you'll go on your summer holiday.
Just a week later.
Just one more week. So you're still going to study, you're going to have actual classes like with content that you're going to learn, or it's just like, what are you going to do for a week? You've already finished your final exams.
I think I still learn something that the teacher gives.
But you won't be tested on it. So you're going to school and learning lessons, but you're not going to have a test because you've already finished your final exams. Or will they test you next year on it?
Yeah.
I find that kind of funny. All right. Okay. Well, today we have a very different test. Do you have your test papers?
No, I don't have, but I can open it on computer.
Okay. Well, this is different now because now we're in the B1 CEFR B1 level. So it's not like the other test. Before we just did the two sets of questions for conversation, for social interaction. And then we did the reading comprehension where you read to me and I asked questions to see how much you understood. This is not the same. We're going to do the original social interaction, right? The two topics that we covered. It's going to be about reading and it's going to be about the glaciers, which you actually missed. Did you watch the last class that I posted?
No, I haven't.
Oh, Lily. Part 2 now is social discussion. So I'm going to give you a situation, and then you're going to choose one of the solutions. And you're going to explain to me why you would choose that over the other solutions. And then part 3 now, which we didn't have before, is the speaking topic. And I will give you a situation, and then you will, again, explain to me the task to select the most suitable option for yourself. You'll pick one and you'll explain to me why you chose that one too. So it's a little, 2 and 3 are kind of similar. One's a situation, one is a solution to a problem, and the other one is a situation. Anyhow, are you ready to start this new format? Maybe.
I'm ready.
All right, let's go to topic 1, part 1, topic 1. All right, Lily, our part 1 social interaction, interest 24 speaking test. Topic 1 was about reading because we had a chapter in our book about the effects of reading and how good it is for us and how it affects our lives. And the first question I wanted to ask you was, do you think reading is a superpower?
Yes, I do. It increases our knowledge and provides us useful information. Reading also has several mental and physical benefits. It strengthens our brain and helps us relax and reducing stress.
Absolutely. It is medicine for the brain, and it's what gives us knowledge. Yes, that is absolutely true. What should people read, or why should people read?
Um, in my opinion, people can read whatever they want. And like I said before, I took the benefits.
Mhm. But what should they read in schools and stuff like that? What should people absolutely know about? What's important
Just something suitable for their age, I think.
about their age?
Yeah.
I would say history is something that people should definitely learn more about. And of course, mathematics is not reading, but that's a big one. Fix your camera just a little bit so I can see your shoulders because your face is kind of falling under the screen. Just a little bit. There you go. Just so I can see the shoulders. Then see how I'm sitting? That way I can put text underneath. And it doesn't. Your head should be close to the top. Yeah. All right. So studying is always hard, right? Kids are always they'll study things and then they'll forget things. And the art or the techniques in studying are not that easy sometimes for a lot of people. How can we learn more effectively? In your opinion, what do you think helps us learn something better or contain or to hold that information so we don't forget? Good
I
study.
think we should read more, practice more, learn by heart. Choose a suitable learning style, be patient, concentrate, and confident.
Okay. Do you ever read and then make notes after you read? Try to put it in your own words?
Yes, I do because I easily forget something. I easily forget something easily.
Me too. Me too. When I sit down and I do my reading, I have my notebook and I have my iPhone so I can Google different meanings if I need to. But I find if I rewrite what I wrote in my own words, then it's a lot easier to remember it because then I can explain it a little bit better. That is true. All right. We're going to go to topic 2. And we're going to talk about the lesson you missed. So this is going to be tough. Glaciers. All right. Topic 2 is about glaciers. And you missed that lesson. I posted it on YouTube for you, but you haven't seen it yet. So let's just keep it simple. First question. How are glaciers good for us? What is good about them? What do they do for the planet, for us?
They support the planet's life system, control and balance the temperature.
Balance the temperature, that's right. We would be in big trouble if we didn't have any North Pole and South, frozen North Poles and South Pole. What else is good about glaciers?
It's a place where penguins can stand and dancing together.
It's good for dancing penguins.
Yeah.
That is true. They like their icebergs and they like their glaciers. But what about what we drink?
We're drinking water.
Yeah, well, where does most of our fresh water come from?
Come from glacier and ice.
Glacier ice, that's right. And underwater rivers and things like that. But a lot of our fresh water source comes from glaciers. As the caps in the glaciers melt and they roll down the mountains and into those lakes and stuff, a lot of that is really good fresh water, which is very important to us. How are glaciers bad for us? How could they all of a sudden be like, uh-oh, a glacier?
I don't think they have any disadvantages, and I haven't heard about their disadvantages before too.
You would have last week if you would have come to class.
I just remember that they're often a ship catching fish, and the glacier is flowing, and they crash. They have a crash.
The crash. You mean the icebergs?
It crash.
You mean icebergs crash?
Yeah.
They do, huh? In the lesson we had last week, I showed the students the iceberg belt, where a lot of icebergs break off in Greenland and the Arctic, and then they flow down next to Canada into the Atlantic Ocean, and then it takes a long time for them to melt. But what if all the ice melted? What would happen?
The Earth's temperature will increase,
It would get a lot hotter, that's for sure. No more ice.
and the polar bear and penguins, there are no suitable environment for they to live.
Yeah. Well, I guess the bears would have to move south because there'd be no ice in the Arctic, which would be really bad for Canada because it wouldn't be nice to see too many polar bears in your backyard. The penguins would probably
Maybe if there are no icebergs and glaciers, penguins will move to desert to live.
into the desert. I would imagine. Well, see, Antarctica is actually land, so I think penguins can live in warmer climates. I think they would still be okay because they could still live on land and they could still fish. But what would happen to us if all the ice melted? What would be bad about that? It's a lot of ice.
The thing that I only know is the heat is increased. That's the only thing that I know.
Okay. We talked about the water, the sea levels would rise. So Halong Bay would be like 50 meters or 60 meters higher. So what would that do for Kamfa?
Kava will flood it.
Yeah, you'll be underwater. You'll have a lot of flooding, and you'll have a lot of the coastlines will disappear because the water level is so high.
And a century later, human will discover an undersea city called Kamfa.
That's right. That's right. Future explorers will discover all these lost cities. All right, we're gonna go to part 2, solution discussion. And we already talked about how you're gonna try to find a solution. All right, part 2, solution discussion. Nowadays, with social media and online gaming, there are less and less social projects to involve or keep kids busy. People are getting lazier. The belief is that kids need to spend more time outdoors and be more active. Which of the 3 options given to you do you think could make an impact? Which one do you think would be the best choice? And then again, tell me why. Is it this section or is the second one? Examine. Oh, actually, I guess this one you don't have to give me why you didn't choose the other 2. That's in part 3. So you just have to pick one and then give me a couple of reasons why you've chose that one. So option 1 is that the city should create more boys and girls clubs or sports facilities to give kids more things to do and be more active. Or 2, the school should run special interest programs during the summer breaks. Right? They should organize the teachers and communities and try to run different programs and activities at the schools. Or 3, it's not the school or the city that should do it. It's the community should organize summer camps for parents and children to create more activities and a better learning environment. So your task is to select one and discuss how it affects you and what you would like to change in the future. So you will have 1 minute to prepare your answer. The examiner will ask you to select an option and explain why that's your choice. You must give one reason or example to support your answer. Oh yeah, and then you have to, you do. This one you have to give a reason why you did not choose the other 2. All right, so your solution was, or your choice, your solution was the first one. So I'm going to give you a minute now to make a couple of notes.
The third one.
Oh, you're going to change to the third one? Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I
So the
said that I
community.
want to solution one.
Okay. So you're going to choose the community is the one that should play a bigger role in this. All right. I'm going to give you a minute starting now to prepare your answer. Go. Okay, your time is up. A little bit longer than 1 minute there, actually, but that's okay. No problem. All right, so you chose the community should organize summer camps for parents and children. Why?
Um,
How's
I
that?
want to solution one because children can buy sports facilities themselves, and there are free parks everywhere that they can do extracurriculums. I want to solution to either because in summer breaks, many children won't join the program because they are on vacations, so the program will be boring. I choose solution three because nowadays children are paying on their PCs and phones so much. So children aren't connecting with parents. There are often arguments or discussions because of misunderstanding. Summer camp will give us talking times to each other to remove the misunderstanding. It provides us wonderful, cozy atmosphere that we can sing and relax together. Going to the campsite also helps us meet and make friends with other people in the community. That's all.
No, that's a lot. That's good. I like the community idea too because you could get the parents a lot more involved. And I think that would create, even if it was a few different things to do, but if you could at least organize one or two activities or events where the parents and the kids could do it together, I think would be awesome because it would allow the families to spend more quality time together. I agree. I have a feeling that I think all three are good, of course, but I like your point about the community taking the initiative and organizing summer camps and things like that. Camping is a good one. I always wanted to open up I always talked to Lay in Newway. I wanted to, I was hoping that what we would be able to do in Quan Ning somewhere, we were talking about a place in Vandon, and we wanted to go in back in the mountains and find a nice valley area and buy the land and create a campground so that people could go there for summer. In the summer, we could have a summer camp there, and year round, it could be a campsite for tourists and people who just want to explore and enjoy the nature. I've always wanted to have a campground. Maybe someday I'll
Yeah.
have
There is only a disadvantage.
one.
It's mosquitoes.
Well, that's part of the camping experience, right? I mean, even in Canada, you go camping, you have to deal with the mosquitoes. So it's the same thing. In your tent, you bring your net so that you can sleep at night, and in the daytime, you have to use your mosquito repellent. When you're going hiking and everything through the woods, you can't get away from the mosquitoes. They've been here since the dinosaurs, and they're not going to go away. And there's more of them than us. All right. No, very good, very good. We're going to go to our topic 3, speaking topic now. I'm going to give you the speaking topic, and then I will give you your minute to prepare your answer. Your parents are giving you 3 options for the summer holiday break. They want you to explore something new and gain some life experience. Now, they found a couple of options for you. You may decide to work on a farm with animals and learn how to grow food, or work with a YouTube creator in a studio and learn editing and content creation and learn some filmography or things like that, how to create content. Your third choice can be any adventure you wish, learning music, learning dance, learn how to sail. Either way, you could take one of the two suggestions your parents give you, or pick one for yourself. So what I'm going to do now, I'm not going to get you to choose yet. I'm going to give you a minute now to make your notes real quick, right? Where is it? Your task is to select the most suitable option for yourself. So you will have 1 minute to make quick notes, and then you can give me your answer. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, 1 minute starting now. All right, your time is up, little Lily. Dum, 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 dum. So you had three choices. Did you pick one that your parents recommended you to do, or did you come up with your own idea?
I think I prefer working on a farm with some animals and learn how to cook, how to grow food, or work with YouTuber creators. I love animal, especially when taking care of them. Growing food is a suitable choice for me that I can learn biology when farming. In conclusion, it brings me various useful experiences about patience and something like biology and learning skills too.
Yeah, biology and brain
Mhm.
food. Is that what you said earlier? Brain food?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I thought you said brain food. Because the organic food. That is true. And again, I have to agree with you because I already work in a YouTube studio, number one. So I do this every day. So I mean, of course, I would love to take more courses to learn this stuff and be better at what I do. But I think the one thing that is very important and would be one thing that would be really good is that if people would spend some time on farms and learned how to raise animals and grow their food. I wish every school had a little farm. I wish that was part of the school curriculum. Because I feel now that most kids and young adults, if they didn't have the big C or the mega mart, um, you know, we would be in big trouble because most people don't know how to grow food anymore or raise their animals anymore. And it would definitely be a healthier lifestyle, and it's a skill that I think every child should learn at a young age. Everybody should have a little garden. I would choose number one too. Maybe not when I was your age. I would have said video games. But today for sure, I would go live on a farm in a heartbeat. Very good. All right, we're just going to wrap this up with a couple more questions. Here's another idea too. Do you think volunteering for experience is a good thing?
Yes, I do. It provides us some unique experiences, like about teamwork, the empathy, problem solving, and the leaderships.
True. What kind of volunteer work do you think is productive? Think like volunteer teaching in Africa, or do you think volunteering working on community projects? Do you think your own neighborhood or around the world? Where do you think it would be? Where do you think you can make the biggest impact?
Maybe from all over the world.
It both are good. It's one of those
Yeah.
trick questions. There's no wrong answer on that. In your opinion, what summer programs do you think would be beneficial for teens today? How do you think you could help the teenagers in your school today? What kind of a summer program would be suitable for
Some
them?
programs like cooking, hiking, or any outdoor activities. Anyway, if we can avoid teenagers from playing computer games or playing on social media.
So very much like the community impact to help the kids. Like I said, it's basically on the same topic. So last question. If you could have any summer experience in the world, what would it be? Don't say Japan.
It's playing experience.
It's what?
Playing.
Playing.
Yeah.
What do you want to play?
I want to
Rock, paper,
play in
scissors
the. No,
with your sister?
I want to go to Disney World because it referred to the happiest place on the earth. And there are many wonderful and exciting activities like roller coaster, the sun wheel. I think they are very interesting to play.
I think kids should play a lot more. That's for sure. Did you go on the roller coaster yet in Halong?
No, I haven't.
Not yet. You're not afraid? You would do it?
No, I won't be afraid.
I went on a roller. Go ahead.
I tried something more frightening before,
Like what?
so I won't be afraid.
What did you try that was more frightening?
Like sitting on the chair and it go around and around, but it's very high.
Okay, it's a circus thing that you go on and it goes up.
Yeah, it goes up and then goes down and goes up.
I think that's
It
called the
moves
spinner.
around.
Yeah, it spins really fast. I'm
Yeah,
sure I know which one you mean. I've been on some of those. They're pretty you feel the G.
but it's really satisfying.
It is. I went into one ride once. I think it was the Calgary Stampede, and it was this circular, it looked like a spaceship. But when you go inside, you lay up against the wall, but then it starts spinning and spinning and spinning, so it creates a G force. So it's like your face is and if you try, and everybody, of course, tries to push off the wall and try to go to the center of the room, and they can't. They can't get off the wall. And it's like it raises your feet, and you're just way up on the wall, and the pressure is so strong you can't get off the wall. Yeah, it's really cool. All right, Lily. No, you did really well. You put your answers together well. It was clear what you were saying. So you are becoming much more articulated, which is my goal, because that's what we want to be able to do, communicate in an effective way. And I mean, at your age now, you're 12, you'll be 13 at the end of the year. This is going to help you a lot in the future. So you're doing very, very well, Lily. So you better be in
Thank you.
Interest 25. Say, Mom, I'm going to Interest 25. Good job. All right, I'm gonna hang up with you now, and I'm gonna go torture Jason. So we'll see you next Wednesday for Interest 25, Lesson 1.
Okay.
Boy, boy.
Bye bye.